Hey guys, check this out. Whoa, that's weird, isn't it? I'm guessing the first thing you're gonna think is, how is this even comfortable? I mean, it's missing all the important meaty bits, and you probably got noise. That's not what I was gonna say. It's got all these meaty bits as well as this little pointy thing sticking up your you know what. So how does this even work? Well, let's go find out. Okay, 14 kilometers into the ride, and okay, there are two things basically about the saddle comfort. I don't know if there's a right word for it, but first thing for me is what I call seated comfort. Is when you sit down on a saddle and you get the first feel of it. And normally if there's something wrong with a saddle, you probably know immediately within the first 10 to 20 kilometers, and so far so good. And I mean, not just so far so good, but this is incredibly good, a lot better than many other saddles that I've tested. It feels what's the right word? I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's like when you sleep on a bed, you feel like you're on a bed or something like that, but when you're sleeping on a hammock, it feels like you are being supported. I guess that's the feel that I'm trying to go with. You know, sitting on something versus being supported. And it's interesting. Anyway, it's only 14k. Let's keep riding. I'm at the lake, Cyberjaya. Haven't been here for a while. It's only almost 9 AM and it's already so hot. Whew. Path will circle the lake. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. Well, I'm already at the opposite side. I don't know whether it'll look like on the other side or not. Well, I don't know. Even if it loops back, it's going to be a very big loop. Think I should yeah, maybe I should hit back, otherwise this might take forever. it for the ride. Well, for the lake ride that is. Now it's time to head home. Okay, 74.37 kilometers. Almost 3 hours, average speed 24.8, which is slow but expected. So the usual Cyberjaya rides are a little shy of 70 kilometers. So that the little jaunt around the lake, that's probably 4+ kilometers, as well as made a big hit on my average speed. So, whew. Okay, so the big question, how's the saddle? Well, as I mentioned earlier, seated comfort is very good. The second thing that usually pops up after long rides is the bike fit. Fit issues, you may notice things like, let's say, a bit of pressure points, maybe your legs are rubbing against the saddle, or what else? You might find yourself sliding forward or maybe even backwards on the seat. Those are fit issues which usually pop up on longer rides, and so far I did a couple of preliminary tests last time, adjusting the seat forward and back as well as the angle. This is my first curved saddle actually. I'm more used to flat saddles. That was a lot easier to adjust. Curved, a bit trickier. I ended up with quite a bit of downward tilt to make it more comfortable. But yeah, a lot of fit issues can be solved by adjusting the saddle positioning. But sometimes they don't just work. But these are things that you have to take the saddle out on the ride, keep adjusting and keep trying until you're either satisfied or it's not working and you send it back. But so far this has been very good, although it's not a hard and fast decision yet, because 70 kilometers is still on the shortish side. Next week will be the big test, the 200 kilometer Audex coming up. So if this is good for 200 kilometers, it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, I never mentioned the name of the saddle. This is the Infinity seat, and I can put the link to their website in the description down below. But if you are trying to order this from into Malaysia, wow, the import duty is going to be a heartbreaker. Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, just disclaimer, this isn't a sponsored video at all. I just bought this saddle to try, and hopefully it's gonna be good for long distance Audex. We will see next week. So yeah, until then, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.